Hey guys, welcome to the Sage Glow Studio YouTube channel. I'm Brittany, and today we are doing a power yoga sculpt flow that will tone and stretch and energize your whole body and leave you feeling ready to go. So when you are ready, let's come down to our mats and start in a comfortable seated position. I like to be cross-legged, sitting up nice and tall. Go ahead, give me a nice shoulder roll to just relax those shoulders down your back. Close off the eyes if that feels comfortable to you, and we'll just take a few moments to arrive on the mat and get present and ready for our practice today. So sitting up nice and tall, palms resting gently on your knees. Start to notice your breath as it comes in and out of your body. And just take a few rounds of breath here at your own pace without changing anything just yet. Just tuning into your own body, noticing how the breath feels as it comes in and as it comes out. From here, start to slowly deepen the breath, breathing in through the nose, filling up the chest, the lungs, the belly, and then exhaling, pushing that air out of belly, lungs, and chest. Keeping that deep breath going, find your rhythm. And carry this breath with you throughout our practice today. Now is a great time to engage Ujjayi breathing, which is the deep breathing in and out through the nose, the slight constriction at the back of the throat, and this audible breath helps to warm the body and give us something to focus on. So if you ever stop hearing your breath during your practice, it's a good reminder to come back into the present moment. And now let's begin to link our breath to a little movement. So on our next inhale, reach arms up. And exhale, arms come back down to your side. Inhale, arms sweep up. And exhale, arms drop back down. One more time. Inhale, arms sweep up. And exhale, release those arms down to your side. Tent those fingers, so fingertips on the ground, palms of the hand up, and drop your right ear to right shoulder, getting a nice neck stretch here. And then drop chin to chest. And left ear to left shoulder. Again, exhale, chin to chest. And bring that chin back up, parallel to the ground. Good, let's take a gentle twist here. You can go ahead and blink open the eyes. We'll inhale, and as we exhale, just rotating to the right. Just an easy twist here to start to warm the spine up. On your next inhale, come back to center. And exhale, gently twist over to the left. And then release and come back to center. From here, we're going to come into a tall kneeling position. So knees right under the hips. We're going to inhale up into the stretch. And then as we exhale, diving down into our puppy pose. Bonus if your puppy has joined you for this pose. Inhale, drag the hands back up to the body. Inhaling all the way up. And then exhale, dive it down. Hips up to the sky, palms reaching far away from you. Then inhale, drag those hands back in and reach up. One more time, dive it down. Really stretch those arms away. And then drag yourself back up to a tall kneeling position. Go ahead and grab onto the left wrist and take a nice side bend here. Inhale back through center, grab right wrist and bend over to the left. Inhale back to center. And then from here, we're going to step our right foot out kind of at an angle and lunge into the right side. So inhaling back up, exhale, lunge. Good. Just a few of these, starting to warm up the body, getting to our little toning. Let's go 3 and 2. Last one here. Come back up and then move that foot in line with the body. Foot, it plants flat as we come into our gate pose. So inhale, arms come all the way up and then drop the right hand down the body as you stretch. Stay here, or if you'd like a little more toning challenge, lift up that right arm like you're holding a beach ball. That's really going to engage the core here. Keep breathing. And then inhale all the way up. Come back to center and let's bring that left foot out on an angle and come into our lunges here. Good. Keep the breath flowing in and out through your nose. Let's go 3, 2, 1, and then bring that left leg in line with the hips. Foot is flat. Inhale, arms come up. Left arm drops down that left leg as you stretch over. Again, staying here or lifting that left arm up, really challenging those obliques. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Come back to center. And then let's go ahead, come into our tabletop for a moment so we can tuck toes and lift hips to sky, downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out the feet here, bending into your knees and just warming up backs of the legs here. Pushing the ground away from you, keeping the spine nice and straight. You can always have a little bend in the knees if your hamstrings are feeling tight. And remember to keep a little micro bend in the elbows too. I tend to lock my elbows out, so I always remind myself to just keep a little micro bend there to protect those joints. Keep them nice and happy. Good. Breathing in here, take one big inhale in, and then exhale everything out. On your next inhale, go ahead and lift right leg up to the sky. Drop those toes outside of your left foot, and then inhale them back up directly behind you. Good. So we're doing these little half rainbows here. Really waking up that right leg, still pushing into the hands, keeping that spine nice and straight. Let's go 3 and 2 and 1. Kick it up and then exhale, knee to nose. Hold it here, slide that knee down, bring it back up and kick it out. Again,
knee to nose, slide it down, back up, kick it out. One more time, knee to nose, slide it down, back up, and this time step that foot in between your feet, coming into our lunge. Inhale, brings you all the way up into high lunge. Give me 5 pulses here. Good. Open up, warrior 2. Nice and strong in the legs. Gazing out in front of those fingers. Really plugging in to the earth here. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, hinge at the hip, coming into your extended side angle pose. Right hand planting on the inside of that right foot. Stay here, or for another little toning challenge, come up onto those tippy toes and drop the heel. Lift the heel and drop. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Drop that heel. Inhale all the way up to your warrior 2. Rotate around on those back toes, coming into our lunge, and then step forward into Tadasana. Palms come together at the heart. Ground down into that right foot as you start to lift the left foot. Open up the hip and place the left foot on your right inner thigh. Tree pose here. Staying nice and strong and balanced. Find one spot to gaze at, and then grow your branches. And exhale, arms come down, shoulder level, little circles here. So we have a lot going on. We're balancing in our tree pose. We're moving the arms. All of this coordination is really making that mind-body connection. Go ahead, reverse those circles. Arms nice and straight. Keep the breath flowing. Just a few more here. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms come up. Release that foot. Give me 5 leg extensions here. Good. Really firing up that quad. Left foot is nice and flexed as we just kick that foot out. Last one, hold. Start to hinge at the hip. Coming into your warrior 3 on the way down to the ground. Plant those hands, plant that foot. Step back into your plank pose, top of a push-up. Give me a little push here and push to downward dog. Inhale, come forward, little push up here and downward facing dog. Inhale, push up, downward facing dog. 2 more. You got this. Last one here. And downward facing dog. Good. Take a breather here. Inhaling and exhaling with a sigh. If you ever need to come down and rest in child's pose, that's always an option. Good. So from your downward facing dog, let's go ahead and inhale that left leg all the way up. Exhale, drop it outside the right toes. Inhale it up. Keep going with your rainbows here. Onto our second side so you know what to expect. Good. 4 more here. And it doesn't matter if the toes don't totally touch the ground. Just nice hip work in. Extend that leg all the way straight and then exhale, knee to nose. Slide the knee down and then back up and kick it out. Inhale, coming forward, sliding that knee down and extend. Good. One more time. Slide the knee down. Bring it back up. Kick it out. And exhale, bring it in. Hold here and step the foot in between the hands, coming into your lunge. Inhale brings you all the way up, hips facing forward. 5 little pulses here. Good. Then open up into warrior 2. Again, plugging into those feet here. Core is strong, arms are strong. Holding here. And on your next exhale, hinge at the hips, bringing the left hand on the inside of the left foot. And we're in our side angle. Again, staying here, or if you'd like that little extra challenge, we'll do 5 heel lifts here. Good. 2, and last one. Drop it back down. Use your strength to come all the way up to warrior 2. Come up on those back toes as you face forward in your lunge, and then step right foot to meet the left. Palms come together at our heart. Tadasana. Ground down into that left foot as you start to lift the right leg up. Foot is nice and flexed. And then we open up the hip, grab onto that ankle, and bring it in to rest on the inside of that left thigh. Super strong here. Again, finding your drishti, your point of gaze. And then inhale, arms come up. And exhale, arms come down to shoulder level. Arm circles again here. Now, one side might feel different than the other. You might feel more balanced on one leg, and that is totally fine, totally normal. And if you fall out of the balance, just get back in. It's all a practice. Go ahead and reverse those circles. Feeling all those little shakes, all those little accessory muscles waking up and helping you to stay upright. Good. Inhale, arms come up. Release that right foot. Foot is flexed, and then just kick it out 5 times. You got this. 2 more. And hold it out here. Hinge forward. Leg goes out straight. Arms go out straight. And drop hands to the ground. Step back. Plank pose. Top of a push-up here. If you'd like, give me a little dip down here. And then push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward. Little push-up. Downward facing dog. Push up, downward facing dog. 2 more here. Good. Last one. Downward facing dog. Give me a nice big stretch here. And then exhaling, coming down to the knees. Stretch out in your child's pose. Take a little breath here. Can bring knees wide and sink that chest in between the thighs. Coming back to your breath. Good. And then from here, let's push back up into our tabletop, tuck toes, downward facing dog. And then either hop or step your hands or your feet to the outside of your hands, coming into Malasana. So I'll go ahead and switch around so you can see. Our knees are nice and wide, and I'm using my elbows to actually press my knees apart. Feet are flat on the ground, and I am putting my weight into the outside edges of the feet instead of collapsing inward. So try to
really think about that pinky toe edge side of your foot. Good. Breathing here. And then we'll take a twist. So dropping the right hand down, sweep that left arm up. If a bind is in your practice, you can go ahead and wrap that hand around, grabbing onto fingers. Good. Go ahead and exhale. And let's take the twist on the left side, sweeping that right arm up and bringing it into a bind if that feels good for you today. Inhale, release, and then exhale, just come to sit on the ground. We're going to do a little core work here. So come to balance on your tailbone in our boat pose here. So you have a couple of variations. You can have toes just touching the ground. You can bring shins parallel or stretch the legs all the way out. Good. From here, we're gonna extend our boat down and then exhale, bring it up, hugging knees in. So inhale, extend, exhale, hug knees in. Inhale, extend, exhale, hug knees. Inhale, extend, exhale, hug knees. Inhale, extend, exhale, hug knees. Balance here, and then release, feet to ground. Slowly roll yourself all the way down to the mat. From here, bring your arms wide out to a T. Take that gap in your lower back out of the picture here. So really engaging that core, making sure your back is nice and flat on the floor. We're going to inhale, legs up to tabletop, and then just drop the knees over to the right. Inhale through center, drop knees over to the left. Inhale up through center, drop them right. Inhale, center, drop knees left. Inhale, center, drop knees to the right, and hold it here, coming into a nice twist. You can bring your gaze over to the left side, really letting go here, just allowing the ground to support you as we start to cool the body down. On your next inhale, bring those knees back up to tabletop and drop them to the left. Again, bringing gaze over to the right. Keeping the breath flowing here. Sometimes it's easy to forget to breathe when we're in our twists. Good. On your next inhale, bring knees back up to our tabletop, and let's take a figure four stretch here. So bringing that right ankle, keeping the foot flexed over the left quad. You can grab on to the back of the left leg and use your right elbow to push the right knee away from you, and you'll get a really nice stretch in the right side booty. So you can do little micro movements here. Sometimes it feels good to just gently rock side to side and get into all the little angles. Pulling that left leg in a little deeper. Just going as far as feels good to you. One more deep breath in here. Exhale fully.
And on your inhale, release. And go ahead and switch sides, bringing that left ankle over right leg, keeping that foot flexed, and interlacing fingers behind the right leg and just gently pulling in. Again, using that left elbow to encourage the left knee to open. And just going as far as feels good. You never want to feel sharp pain, but getting to the edge of discomfort is okay. So just be mindful of your body and where it is now. Take one last breath in here. Exhaling. And on your inhale, slowly release. Grab the outside of your feet, bending those knees towards elbows, feet flexed as if you're standing on the ceiling. Coming into our happy baby here, just a nice release for the back, a good stretch for the inner thighs and hips. Gently rocking side to side here if that feels good. And then let's release that, hug knees into the chest. And then gently and slowly rock yourself up to a seated position. And then we'll take one last breath together here to finish out our practice. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, palms come together at heart center. Take one last moment to just feel appreciation for your body. Feel the energy, feel the oxygen just rushing through. And slowly blink your eyes open, and you are all set. I hope you enjoyed this Sage Glow Sculpt. I hope you are feeling energized and good. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments, and I look forward to hearing what you have to say about this sculpt. See you next time. Thanks for joining.